Oh my God.
I've looked up to you so much.
Wow, it's like he proposed to you.
What do you think about Justin Bieber?
Oh my God, love him, but Yummy is just like not it. It's not that good.
It's not it. Oh my God, it's not
Yo,
it.
you even listening to the audio of this clip, it makes you feel good, makes you smile, it makes you think, damn, how the hell did this dude get Justin Bieber to play along with this prank of all people?
Yeah.
And I've had the chance to watch this man's work over the years. My daughter's a big fan. A lot of kids are big fans of his as well. But also, I'm a fan of this digital space, have been for a decade now. I'm always fascinated how people can make something out of nothing and go on to build careers, and in his case, build enterprises around this digital space. And this all came, I remember Will Smith was here. I'm going to introduce who we have here with us in a moment, but his story is interesting because I remember Will Smith sat in the chairs with us at our town hall last month and said his parents gave him a choice.
Right.
Right? What did they say? Either go to school or I'm going to give you a year to go to school or make something happen.
Right.
This guy, his parents gave him that same choice, either go to school or get out.
Oh, he got to get out, though.
He got to get out
Okay.
part. Went to L.A., right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, went to L.A. and stumbled onto Vine and all these little social media ways of putting yourself out there. And years later, the man is worth millions, have generated millions of views, have launched a series of platforms, has his own app. He has so many different things going on. Proud to have him here today. Give a round of applause for David Dobrik, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
What up, Dave?
Hey, guys.
What's up?
Hey.
Thanks for having me.
He got the best cheeks in the game, the ones on his face.
Thank you. Wow.
Kind of wanted to. I thought you would want to pinch his cheeks.
He don't, Tracy. He don't want to get me too'd. I mean, what's happened when the girls do it to the guys? What they call that?
No, I'm fine with it. I consent to any pinching of any of my cheeks.
Okay.
Thanks, David.
Like that, huh? Man, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. I'm so excited to be here. I love radio.
Oh, do you? Cool. Damn, he's gonna take our jobs. This is how this dude do. Hey, man, is this all like by luck, by chance, all the success? Can you walk us through it? I want a digital space 101 from you.
Well, first off, thanks for saying all those nice things.
Absolutely,
that was
man.
really sweet.
No.
I don't know. I always wanted to. I've always wanted to work really hard, and all my dad would talk about is like work hard at something. And he'd come into my room every day and he'd be like, why aren't you doing anything? Like, what are you doing with your life? And I'm like, I don't know where to work hard. Like, where do you start working hard? Like, where do you start building Legos? I just never understood that concept. And I think that's where a little bit of like luck and the right timing comes along. And that's where I started making videos on the app Vine.
Yes.
And I felt like that was kind of like my ticket to like the entertainment world in one way or another. So when that came around, I was like, okay, this is my chance to work hard. And then I moved to LA because of it, and then I kind of started doing YouTube, and thankfully, so far, right now, it's working out. I don't know.
Yeah, he just skipped through a whole lot of shit.
I just went through a lot.
I didn't know just happened. Man, I could tell your story better than you.
Listen.
No, I didn't know how much you wanted.
Man, I want the goods.
Yes,
like,
David.
Yes.
Okay,
like,
okay.
Okay, but how did you know when you did Vine, for example, what would appeal and what would not? How did you cipher through? Okay, that worked. This didn't get that much reaction.
All I did was I would watch YouTube videos like constantly, and I remember even this is so cheesy, but I remember my parents walked in one day and they asked me the same question. They were like, "What are you doing? Like, why aren't you going out?" And I told them I was working and I was watching YouTube videos because that was like all I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to make videos. I wanted to be an entertainer in some way or another. So I think it was just me consuming a lot of different things where I realized like I knew what I thought was funny, I knew what other people thought was funny, and I kind of took note of that. I think that's how it went about. And then when it came down to moving to LA, my parents gave me an ultimatum. They were like, you either move out or you stay here and go to school because you're not setting a good example for your siblings.
Wow.
So yeah. So
they retract that yet?
No, they're so old fashioned. They would love it if I quit all of this and went back and like just hung out with family. Like I literally had a call with them like 3 months ago. They were like, can you find a different job where you can hang out with us more often?
Aww.
Because you're working too much, and it's just they just don't really understand. Like they don't value money in any way or anything like that. Like all they care about is just spending time, which is really cool and endearing.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
How old are your parents?
47.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
they young as hell.
Yeah, they're pretty young.
Young, yeah.
Yeah,
They hang out with your parents. So I take them
yeah?
to the club. Yeah, why not?
They would love the club. Yeah.
Really? Where are they, in Slovakia? Where are
So they came here from Slovakia. Now they're in Chicago. I don't know where they're going next. My dad's like always. This is gonna sound weird and like a lot, but it's like he's always on and off in the deportation process. I know. So we don't. He doesn't know if he's gonna move out of the country, if they're gonna make him do that or what. So currently they're in the suburbs of Chicago. That's where I grew up.
So how are you able to be in the country then?
So I'm protected by DACA. Do you know what DACA is?
Yeah, we know what DACA is.
Yeah.
This is a big topic of conversation in our political circles. We just had Donald Trump Jr. walk out. You know, they're trying to kind of kill the DACA program almost.
We should have put in a good word for me.
Yeah, well, you should have.
He didn't come by this show, Dave. He didn't stop by here. He kept walking past here.
He's walking.
He come in.
He's still here.
I'm not helping anybody.
Okay, good. And so that's how you got here, right?
Yeah. Well, so I got here just because they brought me over, but I think how it worked is my visa expired, and I was brought here when I was so young, so I had no choice. And then President Obama passed the whole thing with DACA, and it basically pardoned all the early childhood arrivals that came here to the States.
Wow.
And now Trump took away all the privileges for me to be able to travel, so I'm stuck in the country, which is not a bad place to be
so
stuck.
if you're going to be stuck.
Yeah, if you're gonna be stuck, this is the country to be stuck in. But yeah, if I leave, I can't re-enter for like 10 years, which is crazy.
Wow.
It reminds
You might have to get on that campaign trail. Use some of these followers you have.
Right.
run for political. No, I don't know. I couldn't because I'm not a citizen,
Oh shit! But
Yeah.
okay. Well,
so it wouldn't even work.
yeah, but you could attach yourself to
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah.
Maybe do that.
Yeah, you're right. That's always such a tricky thing for me is like getting political on my channel. I was talking about it yesterday. It's like it's different when a person like Robert Downey Jr. becomes political because you can separate his work from his life.
Yeah.
So you can watch Robert Downey Jr. talk about who to vote for and who to elect into office, and then you can watch Iron Man and you don't think anything of it. But my job is like it goes hand in hand with my personal life. So I have like this fear of like alienating half my audience if I get into politics, and I don't know like how to approach it in a smart way yet.
No, you're smart. Don't even touch it
Okay.
until you figure that out.
Yeah.
And then figure out if that's even something you want to do.
Sure.
You was recently named Generation Z's favorite social media personality. The hell does that mean?
Where was that?
That was on
Wikipedia.
Nah, man. We do research. Is it not true?
financial analyst.
Piper. Jaffray?
Oh.
Is it Jaffray?
I don't
How
know.
you say it correctly?
Business Insider, maybe.
Pipe Jaffray. You
Jaffray.
gotta look, it's a financial analyst firm. It's
Sure.
a firm that names you that. But just take it, man. Take it.
No, it's great.
Sounds right.
It ain't a bad thing.
No, I feel-
you know.
I'm always it's such an interesting thing because anyone can name you anything, right? And then you're just like, hey, congrats! I heard Jimmy outside called you the best YouTuber in the world.
Yeah, but Jimmy has a lot of credibility.
Sure.
No,
sure, yeah. Jimmy works in the firm.
What Generation Z? What does that mean? Do you identify with that title? Like,
I'll be honest, I don't know anything about like what are the millennials? What is Generation Z? Generation Z is like the kids that are like under 18 now, 19.
No, 21 and under. I think.
Yeah,
21
something
and
like
under?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the majority.
Maybe 23.
But
and
that's who
under. Yeah.
consumes his content the most, I would say.
Yeah.
Even if you are a millennial.
Majority of my audience is like 18 to 23. So
Okay.
yeah, I guess I would like a little bit of millennials and Gen Z. I think is kind of where I fall.
Okay. You hear this, Heather?
I hear
Okay,
it.
so
You writing it down?
what's up, Wonder?
I
Go
was
ahead.
looking it up.
I'm a little older than 23, but I watch the blog, like the vlogs every week.
Oh, no way.
So I'm used to like DVRing like shows on cable or whatever, and I find myself watching YouTube more than cable TV now. Do you think? I mean, it's obviously the future, but do you think that this is really the future of TV?
It's such an interesting concept because even like late night they don't get any views on television. It's all online, and it's just like now television is kind of like a vehicle to hold these shows, and then they disperse them out like on the internet. I don't know. I don't really know what the future is because everything moves so quickly. Like TikTok just came out.
Yeah.
Are you guys on that app?
Yeah. Heather, okay, you should follow Heather too. But go ahead.
I'm on TikTok. I love it.
What do you post on TikTok?
Me doing stupid stuff to music.
Sure, that's literally all. It's crazy how big that app has gotten. I posted a video on there, and I don't even believe this is real, but it got 180 million views in like 3 or 4 days. It was one of the biggest videos I've ever posted.
What were you doing in it?
I do like these science experiments.
Yeah, so
yeah, there's like this huge foam explosion in my backyard, and people really seem to like. It's hard to explain. It's kind of like a visual thing.
I'm about to follow you. Okay, hold on. Let me see.
Thank you so much.
Here's the trick. You got to get them to follow you back.
Yeah,
follow for a follow.
All right.
Yeah, you can't just.
That always happens to me. Like I'll be at a bar and someone will come up to me and be like, "What's your like?" After they've said that they love my stuff, they'll be like, "What's your Instagram?" Type it into my phone, and then I'll type it in their phone and I'll go, "Here, look, I'm following you right now. I'm following you right now." And like just to try to get me.
So strange.
It's the worst when someone asks you, not you. I'll follow you back, Heather, for sure. But
I guess he says like, "Well, damn, I'm killing Heather right now. She didn't even ask." Sway asked for me, David.
Heather, what the fuck?
Damn, Dan, you was my man.
No, but it's always the most awkward thing when someone asks you to follow them.
Yeah.
Because the excuses are so tough. I always say like I don't have connection right now. Like let me write it in
that's mine.
Let me write it in my notes.
Yeah.
Is that what you do?
That's what I do. I'll even show them that I'm gonna take a picture of the address.
That's what I do.
You do that too?
Yeah.
All right. All right.
I asked them why.
Yeah.
I said,
really?
I say, sell me your page. Why should I follow you?
Wow. I'm not bold like that. I can't do that. I'll just get so nervous and I'll shut down. I'm so bad with confrontations. So.
Now I was looking at your page. TikTok is a little confusing to me though because I posted a video of Sway and I drinking tequila with Emmett Smith.
Sure.
Without my permission, by the way.
Well, you know, you gotta say, you gotta do what you do when the moment presents itself, right? And then I posted one of a girl being body painted. You see her butt, and she's being body painted with music. I figured that would just go crazy. People want to see me drinking.
No.
Oh, yes, Heather. You should do a mukbang, Heather.
They found you. Yeah, do you know what mukbangs are?
No.
Oh, my God. You don't know what mukbangs
Heather,
are?
you would kill it. I'm telling you, bro.
It's where people just sit down in front of their camera and all they do is eat. Sometimes they don't even talk.
Yeah.
It's just eating a bunch of food. It could be fast food. It could be something healthy. It could be like chips.
Millions of views, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, they just want to see me drinking.
You found your thing. You found your lane. Now you got to do it every day and you got to pursue it. Move out to LA.
Quit the show with your good friend and your brother.
With my brother. And
go hang out with David.
Said, move to LA, Heather. Yeah, David would be like, okay.
And this is a man that doesn't even know how he got here. So you go ahead, Heather. You move to LA.
Thank you, David, for the advice.
Of course.
Dave, does it ever bother you? Do you feel like the only thing that works on social media is silly shit?
No, it never ever bothers me. I no, like you mean like I know what you mean, but everything like that I post or like I upload, like I'm genuinely having a good time doing it, and I'll never go out of my way to make something that I don't actually enjoy.
Got it.
So that part never bothers me. It is sometimes surprising to see like what like pops off on social media, like what other people will post, but I'm always like very much like doing what I want to do, and I think that's kind of the key to it. Is like if you're being authentic with yourself, then people will be able to recognize that, and they'll be having fun with you, and they'll see the enjoyment you're having doing it, and they'll all have fun.
Yo, bro, who cooks at your house? Do you cook for yourself?
No, it's all Postmates. It's
really?
like, and I have like 5 to 10 friends over all the time, so it's literally like a revolving door of Postmates drivers coming, and like my assistant will grab the food and go, "Who got the coffee?" It'll be like it's literally like being at a Starbucks constantly, people just shouting out orders.
Are you paying all the time? Do you find yourself doing that? Okay.
No.
Your
my
friends
God.
got money too.
I'm so cheap. My assistant Natalie gets free Postmates. So sometimes I try to.
Natalie, that's Natalie over there.
That's Natalie over there.
Hi,
You got the hookup, Nat?
She's got the hookup. So
Word.
So I ask her to order for me sometimes because I don't want to. Postmates is expensive.
Yeah.
After the delivery and the tip.
Yeah.
I was in when I was in high school.
What that is?
It's like seamless.
Oh, you don't know what Postmates is?
No.
It's like DoorDash. You know what DoorDash is?
I know the commercial because Rhapsody is rapping in it.
You know who Rhapsody is?
I'm not too familiar.
See, there you go. Get them back. Don't just let them keep hitting you.
Yo, this is a very interesting conversation. David, me and you in two different worlds. Okay, so you said it's DoorDash. I know it because of Rhapsody, the female rapper.
And I know it because of the food. Yeah.
So what do you mean the food?
Well,
she is rapping about food, but what does the food do?
Tell me what DoorDash is.
What does the food do?
Yeah, like what is it?
And then I'll tell you about Uber. So basically,
I'm dead. And I'm gonna tell you about car insurance.
I'm tired.
No, so basically it's just you order food and it comes straight to your door. You order from any restaurant. When I was in high school, they told us to come up with an app, and one of my app ideas was food delivery from anywhere. Like I was like so excited about that.
Dope.
And my teacher told me, she's like, "There's no way that's possible because it's gonna be so expensive to buy your food and on top of that pay a driver and then do the tip and all of that. So I never thought it was possible. But then DoorDash came around, and now you can order food from literally anywhere, and you pay like an extra $7 and it comes right to your door.
So what's the difference between DoorDash and Postmates?
There is none.
Oh.
It's like Seamless and Grubhub.
It's like Uber and Lyft.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like
Uber Eats.
There's Uber Eats.
I have none of that. I'm
Well,
home
she's a
cooking all
cook.
the
Yeah,
time.
she cooks.
Oh, you cook?
Yeah.
I'm so jealous. That's something
You
I
should
will
come over.
We'll exchange.
Please.
Yeah.
You should come
I'll
over.
teach you
You'll
about.
teach-
Yo, take David to Jersey. Come hang with us, bro.
Oh my God, I would love to.
Come hang out in the
Yeah.
hood in Jersey and just have fun. Whatever you want to eat.
What do you like to cook?
Whatever.
Crab, fish,
Burgers, chicken,
veggie
everything.
stuff,
Everything.
whatever you
Okay,
need.
that's
It's
exciting.
all good.
Is it when you cook? Is it like a whole family thing? Like everybody comes around and it's
Yeah.
like.
That's what he
Yeah,
knows.
the crew.
He's always
It's
there.
a family circle.
Is it like I imagine it's like Fast and Furious where they're all sitting and like around the table and they have Coronas.
Minus the bank accounts, but same in theory. No,
Okay.
it is like that. So
Sure.
it's drinking. It's other things.
Gambling.
It's gambling.
Wow, okay, right on.
It's safe. Don't worry.
Music,
but
a lot
it's-
of music.
It's family. It's love. It's good energy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But you would be. Yo,
I'm down.
You should
I have
call.
all-
You should
so many
definitely
things
come.
I can tell you about.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
when they were everybody, they were like, "Who this?"
Sure.
Just like, "Hi,
I'm
I'm
gonna-
David."
He gonna be sitting with me and Horse.
Okay, yeah, you'll sit with Horse.
As long as I have a place to sit and you guys make me feel at home, I'll be there.
Bro,
Oh, you're gonna be
ain't
more than
leave.
home. Just
I
let us know
guarantee
what
you.
you want to eat, and I'll whip it up. Everybody has their own
I
special
love
menu.
barbecue, so any kind of barbecue.
Got you. I got an indoor smoker.
You love Saddle Ranch, right?
Saddle
That's
Ranch.
my favorite restaurant.
What
in,
is that?
In LA. BBQ's in New York. You should check that out.
BBQ in New York?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Dallas BBQ. Yeah.
That's crazy. So many people know about Saddle Ranch now. We
I've
go,
been doing it for like 10 years.
like
though.
a-
have you been there recently?
No, I haven't been.
It's like a nightclub now.
Oh wow.
The people. There's so many people that go there now. It pours out onto the street. It's
Wow.
It's like it's kind of like a low key bar.
It's
right?
your fault probably, right?
It's part of our fault. I don't know how we did it, but we did it, and we completely ruined it, and and it really sucks.
Let's check their bottom line. Let's see. When you do that though, like say a place of business like that, or you talk about Postmates, I mean, I would imagine that's a business opportunity for you guys to create some type of partnership. Do y'all reach out and do those sort of things?
Yeah, 100%. I was a huge fan of Chipotle, and all I would do is talk about Chipotle. And then one day they came to me and they gave me one of those like celeb cards where you get free unlimited Chipotle for a year, and it's crazy because you can go with 6 people and they slide it and your total $0.
Amazing.
It's the best thing, and I do Chipotle like 4 or 5 times a week, so this is really important to me.
What about something like with Justin Bieber? Do you reach out, or does the celebrity reach out to you? How did those collabos happen?
I always try to reach out, but literally I think 90% of the time when I reach out and they don't know who I am or what I do, they're just spooked because it's like a YouTuber. Like YouTubers are like still like unchecked territory. Like it's like you don't.
They're like Uber drivers.
Like Uber drivers. You don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You can be having the best time of your life, or you can be fucking murdered. So that's kind of how it is. But yeah, every time I reach out, it's always like 90-10. But when they reach out, that's the best way to do it. It's best when their kids are fans of the videos.
Have you ever had to tell anybody, nah, I'm not.
No,
I have to pass on this one.
No, oh my God, I take anything I can get.
He said he was cheap.
I'm so easy.
This dude needs a home cooked meal, yo.
I got you. We got him. You come over. Sway will be over. It's music.
Please.
It's
You'll be all right.
We'll
You'll be all right. You'll be so protected. You trust me. You'll be all right.
Any opportunity I have to shoot with anybody, you could have been a Power Ranger in like the worst Power Ranger franchise, and I'd be like, great, come on, bring your suit. Like I'd love to shoot with you. I really don't mind, and there's always something funny to do with everybody. So,
do you make a plan? Do you make a 2, 3, 5, 10-year plan, or do you just kind of winging this as it comes and adjusting it to what comes at you?
Yeah, no, not at all. I do not have I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, and every day is like completely different, and I'm just hoping that there is 5 years. I'm hoping that there is like even something in 5 years.
Yeah.
It's one thing to get to a place where you're like comfortable and you're enjoying what you're doing and you're getting paid for what you love, but it's another to keep it going.
Yeah.
I think that's the toughest part is, it's crazy that people have been doing this for like, entertainment for like 40, 50 years and they're still at the top of their game. That baffles
something?
me.
Yeah.
We had Alfonso Ribeiro, who did The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air with Will Smith. You familiar with
Yeah.
Play Carlton, yeah.
And he came just yesterday. He was here, he was saying, "I've been in the business 40 years."
That's insane. That's
40.
insane.
40 years, and he's up here promoting all these gigs he got in it, and it just doesn't stop. David Dobrik is here, man. If you want to talk with him, 888-742-3345. We got Kay on the line from Chicago. Kay,
What
good
up,
morning.
Kay? What's goody?
Hey, good morning, y'all. Good morning. Hey, Sway, y'all coming up here for the All-Star?
It doesn't look like it. Kay, no, we won't be there. We won't be. I know we're there every time, every year. We won't be there. When is that, this weekend?
Yeah, I did a sports report, Sway.
Yeah.
Starting tomorrow.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, nah, I'm going to be in the Bay. I have to do some family stuff. But we'll be there in spirit, Kay.
Always.
Okay. You got a question for David?
I do. Hi, David.
Hi, Kay.
My boyfriend, he currently does shoe reviews, like all of the latest sneakers that come out on YouTube, and he got about 5,000-6,000 followers. My question is, what can he do, I guess, to expand his channel more, get more followers, be able to effectively get as much as he can out of that channel?
Sure. Wow, this is cool. I'm giving you advice. It's awesome. I think the most important part of any social media is, one, that you're enjoying what you're doing, and it sounds like he loves shoes, so he should be doing that. And another is being consistent. If you're consistently uploading, and people have like a schedule to tune into what you're doing, it'll be a lot easier to grow from there. And other than that, it's just collaborations, and you just gotta do it for a while, and then you're at the right place at the right time, and then an opportunity presents itself, and then you just gotta go for it, and you gotta push even harder for that. But just be consistent is what I would say.
You can't be lazy, Kay. Tell him he can't be lazy. Like, you can't.
Oh, he's not.
Send me some shoes. Send me some shoes, and we'll figure something out. I'll write your Instagram in my notes, and
What size are you? Because he got like so many pairs, ridiculous. So what size are you? I could send you one.
11.5, but I can do 12.
Oh, that's his size. Look at that. It's fake.
This is great.
Okay.
Guys, call in if you want to send me more stuff.
888-742-3345.
How's she going to send it to him, Kay?
Kay, well,
Send it to him.
how would she send it?
He probably got a P.O. box.
Yeah. DM Natalina Noel on Instagram, and she'll be looking for shoes. And when she'll
You gonna
send.
put him on though?
Okay, that's a big commitment. I want to see these shoes
Well,
first.
Kay, start with the shoes, Kay.
One step at a time.
Yeah, let it digest, okay?
Kay, you ain't me, Kay. Damn.
You're a citizen, Kay.
That's why in the
She's
morning.
going for it like he going for it. Joe from Long Island. Good morning. How you doing?
Hey, Joe.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Good morning, David. How are you?
Hey, Joe. Morning.
Good morning, man. This is crazy. Listen, man, you're like one of the most successful guys I've ever actually been watching on YouTube, along with like Casey Neistat and stuff.
Yeah.
Just want to say, really appreciate all your work and everything. And what are the odds of me getting a Tesla sent to Long Island?
Oh my God, that's honestly pretty high now that you called.
Oh shit,
man! That's like such a common question I get is, where's my freak? I do this thing where I give my friends like cars, and I give like people around me cars, and we've been lucky enough to give a little over like 15, 16 people cars in the last year and a half. So a lot of the question I get is, when is my car coming? I don't know. Maybe I'll stop by if I'm ever in Long Island and I have an extra Tesla on me.
I like that, man.
Well, if you want me to plug SeatGeek right now, just let me know.
Thank you, dude. Thank you.
Yo, Joe's a fan. You're a citizen, Joe.
A Sway in the morning.
One of the things you did that, man, I swear I just thought was genius is when you posted your breakup with Liza, and y'all said, y'all did that together. And I've at all the breakups I've had in my life, I was like, shit, I should have done it that way.
What do you mean? What did they do?
It was
amicable.
It was amicable.
Yeah.
They came to an amicable decision together, and
Okay.
because they both have so many fans, they did it together, and immediately he started cracking jokes. Yeah, it was, I got her cheating and blah, blah. They started having fun with it. But how did you, I've never seen that approach.
That's awesome that you said that. That was one of the, after we posted that video, we were so nervous about like how people were going to react to it. And that's the response we got for the majority of the part. Like, I got a text from my teacher, and he was like, this is going to be so great for people, to see that breakups can end like this, that a relationship can end like this. I don't know. With Liza, we've always been like super straightforward and goofy, and like we were nothing but great to each other. So there wasn't any bad blood, but it just wasn't. It wasn't the right time or right place or anything for it. So yeah, I think we both understood that we needed to go and do our separate things, and yeah, luckily it worked out. I don't know. We were very, very scared about it, but we're good.
Good job, man.
Thanks.
I use that as a template for people when you're ready to break up. Go look at this clip.
Yeah, you ain't gotta hate each other.
You ain't gotta hate each other.
No,
afterwards.
100% not. And like, I will still text her, and she'll still text me about like if we have an achievement or something that we've done. We will always congratulate each other. And there's definitely ways where you can be friends with your ex, even though everyone will lead you to believe that that's not possible.
I agree.
David Dobrik with all his gang.
It's fun.
It's fun, man.
It's
cool, man.
I'm just preaching about relationships, TikTok, Uber Eats,
all that stuff.
Postmates.
Postmates.
Yep. David teaching me some
DoorDash.
stuff. DoorDash.
You know, don't forget DoorDash. Heather's teaching him that you can actually cook a meal.
Talking about car insurance.
You don't have to throw away your clothes when they're dirty. You can actually wash them, David.
You can come get homemade barbecue. You can make your own barbecue sauce.
No, I will 100% come by for barbecue. I'm not even saying that.
You can actually wake up and do nothing.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Isn't that a fancy idea, right?
You're right. That's always so interesting. Like when I go home and my parents are just doing nothing on the couch, they work, but like up until like 5 p.m. and then after 5 they're just at home on the couch, and it's the craziest thing to see because like my work day starts at 5.
Yeah.
Like that's when I'm like going out and we're like shooting the most stuff that we're shooting, and it's so bizarre to see just people relaxing and like I don't know. But it's really cool. It's like it's nice to see.
Before you go, David, more technical things. Do you batch a lot of your content?
Oh yeah. Yeah, like throw out.
Yeah, like what's the well really like are you scheduling, are you shooting like 5 things at once and then dispersing them over a time period?
Sure. So my videos are all 4 minutes and 20 seconds long. That's all the videos. But every video has about 5 to 6 hours of footage. And it's just basically compiled down just to the best moments. So it's a trailer of like the best moments of my week or my days or whatever. And every time I post a video, we are completely fresh out of ideas. Like zero. Like I'm talking about like not a single joke. So every time it's like a complete like new like, okay, what do we do now? And it's always like we're all like hanging out in the car cracking jokes trying to find out what's funny. And it's every time it's a brand new thing. I always say if you were to take the movie Titanic down and you were to trim it down to like a 4-minute video, you could turn that into a comedy too. So it's kind of a lot of it is in the editing and a lot of it is just shaping the videos and stuff.
Was that your first hire, an editor? What was the first person that you hired?
No, I edit. So I
still
I edit my own videos, and I edit on iMovie.
On iMovie?
I edit like on the most simple thing in the world, and it's literally just Control B, cut and copy. Like it's so.
Oh my God,
wow.
David Dobrik, man, buy the book.
Buy the book.
Coming soon.
Buy the book. It's coming soon, man. Congratulations on everything, bro.
Good shit, David, and you nice.
Good dude.
Kind.
Come back, bro. Come back.
I would love to.
Kind.
Appreciate you, man.
I'm gonna come by for dinner.
Okay. Hey, you don't do the handshake thing, huh?
No, well,
I did like that. I saw them do that shit.
No, I think he was just pulling his
No,
sleeve.
my palms are always sweaty, so I'm always like drying them off.
Okay. Nah, because I don't know.
I
do the
fist
pounds.
thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I do too, man. I tweeted it. All right, cool. David Dobrik, listen.